As you can see, what we're going to do here on the screen is we're going to stop and remove the replication tasks for the volume. We're going to increase the volume size on each node, re-enable volume replication on each node, recreate the task, and then finally start the tasks again at the end. All right? If you do have any questions along the way, I ask that you do hold them till the end or type them in the chat window and we'll address them at the end. I do have the speakers muted on this end, so I can't hear you, so you will have to use the text chat. Also be aware that all the webinars are recorded. They're available on our website at Webcasts and Videos, and they're there for eternity, so you can watch them whenever you like. And today's webinar will probably take a few days to be posted up should you need to review it. All right, so let's get started here. What we've got here is two nodes. First, I've got logical volumes, one NAS volume, one fiber channel volume, and one iSCSI volume. And they're all being used in replication. So as mentioned, we need to stop the replication, remove the task, first of all. And I'll try to go a little slow here so the screen can refresh for everyone. It seems we've got a bit of a crowd, so. All right, as you can see right now, all the tasks are running. So we'll click the stop button, get them all stopped here. Okay, all the tasks are stopped. Now to delete the task, just click the X button one at a time. We'll remove the task. We're doing this on the primary node, of course. And finally, the third task. Okay, now the replication assignment on each volume needs to also be removed before the volume can be expanded. And with the action menu, we can use the modify command. And deselect the volume replication and apply. Do this on all three volumes, or however many you intend to expand. And as I removed the tasks a minute ago, it also removes the reverse tasks on the secondary node automatically. All right, one more to go here. All right, now that the task has been removed and the replication designation is removed, you'll see that we have the ability to modify the volumes here. We could delete them. We don't need to, however, we're just going to expand them. So again, back to the action menu, and with the modify command again, we can add some space to the volume and also reapply volume replication. And for this demonstration, I'm just using pretty small increments, 10 gig volumes here, and just adding 2 gigs so it doesn't take so long. Understandably, this would be much more significant space in a live production environment. Okay, 101 has been expanded now to 12 gigs, and now that the volume replication is turned back on, it's grayed out for further modification. So the iSCSI volume now. All right, and finally, the fiber channel volume. And while that takes a little while to initialize, on the secondary node, we need to do the similar expansion on the equivalent volumes. First, we have to turn off the replication. Okay, now that replication is disabled, we can expand the volumes here just as on the primary node and re-enable the replication as needed. Okay. For the fiber channel volume. Fiber channel is a little bit different. It needs to be initialized, the additional space, and then you can remove the initialization flag and turn replication on. The additional space needs to be initialized at first, however. I'll show you that here. We can modify the fiber volume, remove replication, modify the size, and this one here is initialized on the second node, so we can actually just add replication back. Okay, on the primary node, same thing. Now that it's additional space has been initialized, we can add the replication function. And on the secondary node, re-enabling the replication flag is going to set the volumes to source as they originally would be. What we need to do here is make sure that they are marked as destination. We'll just change all three simultaneously to destination. Okay. And on the primary node, by default, they're marked as source. As you can see here. Now, the next last step here is to recreate the replication task. And you can see it's automatically picking up the initial source and its target destination. The system's smart enough to know the volume and its size, so it matches it up here. And at the same time, this is creating the reverse tasks on the secondary node. And finally, the fiber channel. And if we look at the secondary node, we'll see the comparable reverse task created here at the same time. And back on the primary node, the final step is to restart the replication task by just simply clicking the play button for each task, and we'll get a start time. And fiber channel volume replication is started. As those are starting, do we have any questions? That's about as simple as it is right there in volume expansion. If you have any questions, feel free just to type them in the chat window here to your right in the NetViewer session, and we can address those if you'd like. Well, thanks everybody for coming to the webinar today, and I really hope it was beneficial.